My name is Rika Naruse, and today I'm going to propose to my girlfriend of 4 years. I've been so busy with work that I've only seen her once or twice a month for the past few months. She doesn't say anything, but I'm sure she really misses me and would be surprised if I proposed to her. I quit my job, and it's been 2 years since I went independent. At first, things didn't go well, and I worried her a lot. But today, I can finally tell her. Thank you for believing in me and being with me. Let's get married. Wariko! Sorry for the Wait, who is he?
I wanted to talk to you today, but I was worried about doing it alone, so I asked him to come with me.
What?
I want to break up with you, Riku. Please, break up with me.
Why? Oh, if you do anything to Wariko, I won't keep quiet. I have a lot of questions, but first of all, who are you? I am someone who understands Wariko. I want to protect her and make her happy. That's what I'm trying to do. You think you're being cool, but does that mean you're the new guy? No. I'm not in a relationship with Wariko yet. And she'd have to officially break up with you first, or else it'd be a two-timing thing. So you're saying if we break up, you'll go out with her right away? What was the reason you wanted to break up?
When we started dating, you were working for a well-known company and made a lot of money. But now you quit your job and are poor and self-employed. I'm at the age when I want to get married soon, and I don't feel secure with a person like that. Norio, on the other hand, is a respectable businessman. When I think about getting married and raising kids in the future, it has to be someone I can rely on this much.
A poor self-employed man. I have enough money to live a normal life. Oh my, you are indeed a poor self-employed man. You don't understand. I wouldn't call a life where you can't even buy the things you like a normal life. If you don't want to leave Wariko, I'll talk to the police. I'll break up with her. Perhaps this man has already been told one thing or another by Wariko. He looks at me as if he was looking at a scumbag. I had so many things I wanted to say, but I felt like there was no point in saying them. I accepted the goodbye and called my best friend. Hello, Tomoya? Do you have time right now? Want to go out for dinner? What? Dinner? I'm in! Where should I go? I'll meet you at the restaurant at the Sekafushi Royal Hotel. Huh? That fancy restaurant? Are you going to propose to me? No, you idiot. I invited my best friend to a fancy restaurant where I made a reservation to propose to my girlfriend because I didn't want to cancel it. I see. You were planning to propose to her today. Yeah. I already paid the bill when I made the reservation, so you don't have to pay, Tomoya. Instead, listen to my complaints and comfort me as hard as you can. I guess I shouldn't be savoring my meal.
Huh? Did you call a guy friend because you broke up with me and had no one else to eat with? It's hilarious that you didn't cancel.
I guess he thought it'd be a waste to cancel the reservation because he worked so hard to reserve a nice restaurant reservation. That way of thinking is so poor. Wait, is that... Yeah. What a coincidence that we reserved the same restaurant. I feel like all the bad luck is pouring down on me right now. Live your life to the fullest, Riku! Wariko and the other guy sitting next to me laughing and whispering at me the whole time. Maybe I should have canceled the reservation if this was gonna happen. He should have just stayed in the corporate world to become successful. But he must have misunderstood. Starting your own business when you don't even have the talent. Doesn't look like he's making any money. Going independent isn't that easy. Although there are some people who say on the internet that it's easy to become independent. That's a business that exploits people who want to become independent for money.
Oh, there's only a handful of people who can really succeed. It's amazing that you're one of them.
What's with those guys? They've been bad-mouthing you the whole time. I don't care. As long as I don't waste a single morsel of this food that's been prepared in front of me today, I'm grateful for all the life that's on this plate. Oh, come on! Are you commentating because you're so stressed out? Tomoya, thanks for coming on such short notice. You don't have to worry about me anymore. Let's just enjoy a nice meal and go home. Is it okay to let them talk to him like that? I don't think so. Alright, time to show them. But what a waste for her to dump a guy with such a promising future as you! I guess it can't be helped that she found another guy she likes. Well, if she broke up with you knowing the current situation of your company, she must have been really a selfless woman with no interest in money.
What?
I don't know. They told me I was a poor self-employed guy. Oh, that's a surprise. You're making over 10 million a year and they call you poor. That's for this year. Last year I didn't make as much. Is that right? So, you were thinking of proposing, right? Show me the engagement ring that went to waste. Sure.
What? Propose? Engagement ring?
Wow, this looks so expensive. How much did it cost? Enough to buy a car. A car's a car, but a luxury car, right? That's what I'm talking about. Your company's doing well, so you can afford that easily, can't you? Awesome! I didn't buy it easily. I worked hard to save up the money for the ring. It's not cool to buy a ring and propose to someone with no savings. That's solid! I saw an interview with you in a business magazine that came out yesterday. If the president of Shoe Corporation is too shy to show his face, he should have declined the interview. I wanted to turn it down, but the people in our PR department kept pushing me to do it. What? The president of Shoe Corporation?
Huh? You know?
I mean, our company receives jobs from them too. Wariko, you didn't tell me it was such a big company. What do you mean he's a poor self-employed guy? I'm a subcontractor and said awful things because you lied to me.
Because he was really living poorly. They didn't tell me anything about that company.
How can you be so naive? You didn't even know the company of the person you were dating? Well, no matter how great a CEO you are, the woman you love won't always like you. So I guess that's that. Yeah, I don't think I have a choice. And as for my ex-girlfriend, I really wondered what she's seen of me. I'm done. I'm going on a week-long heartbreak trip next week to get my mind off of it. I want to go too! Where are you going? I recently had an acquaintance ask me for help with upkeep. I just bought a vacation home in Hawaii. Maybe I'll go there.
Vacation home?
Maybe we should invite some girls. Make sure they're nice people. And when Tomoya and I finished eating and we're about to leave... Oh, I'm very indebted to Shoe Corporation. Actually, my name is Norio Moguri, the president of Shituake Corporation. I would like to take this opportunity to, Oh, you don't have to apologize. It's not office hours, so please, just show your sincerity in your work. You don't need to apologize or anything either. We're done.
Oh, Riku,
But things didn't end there. After I returned from the restaurant, I received calls from Wariko every day. I ignored them because I knew they were requests to get back together. But I figured it'd be too much trouble to have her come to my house, so I picked up the phone. What?
I'm still in love with you, Riku. There's nothing between me and that guy yet, so I want to start over with you again, please?
I want to get married soon too.
Yeah, I'll be a good wife.
But I can't be in a relationship with someone who changes their attitude based on whether they have money or not. Just the thought of marrying and raising a child with someone like that is too much for me. When I said that, the calls finally stopped coming in. What happened with your ex-girlfriend's boyfriend's company? He was the president of the subcontractor, right? Oh, Moguri-san's? I used to think it was a bad idea to commission work from this company because they're kinda sloppy, but They've improved so much since then, so we've kept the relationship going. They do a better job than they charge, so I appreciate it. Really? Maybe that much tension is good. Did your ex-girlfriend give up on you? Well, she tried to stay with Meguri-san because I wouldn't get back with her. But he found out she was asking me to get back with her and he dumped her. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
I guess she has nowhere to go now. But she came back to me again. What? I told her I can't since I'm already going out with a girl I went to Hawaii with. She finally gave up on me recently. That was long. I'm in a good relationship with someone my best friend introduced me to. I'm so lucky to have found a nice person so soon after I broke up with Waruko. It's all thanks to you, Tomoya. I'm glad I met you, Tomoya. I hope we can be friends for a long time to come. Wait, are you going to propose to me? Aww. My name is Tsukasa Kiyono. I'm 22 years old. I'm a student who has received a job offer and only has a few days left till I graduate university.
Tsukasa,
Oh, Nana!
I heard you got an offer from Okina Trading. That's great.
Thanks. But you already have a job offer too, don't you?
I can't aim for the top company like Tsukasa, so I'm limited to office work at a small company.
Now all we have to worry about is Yatsuo.
Yeah.
Tsukasa! You don't have to say anything because it's written on your face. I see. Good for you. I guess I'm the only one of the three who hasn't found a job yet. There's still time. No, I'm sure you'll get your chance even after college. Huh. You can say whatever you want because you got a job. Don't be cynical. Nana was worried about you too. Nana? Really? Of course. The three of us have been friends for a long time, so don't give up yet. I'll support you as much as I can too. Huh. I don't need you to tell me that. Yatsuo Urano lives in the house behind ours, and Nana Mirai lives in the house next door. We've known each other since elementary school. In our area, there are not many schools, so the choices after high school are limited. It's not unusual for students to go to the same school unless they move to another prefecture, though it's not uncommon to have the same relationship from childhood. So I'd always assumed that we would continue to have the same relationship in this town even after we went out into the real world. But before I knew it, the gears were slowly shifting. What? Really?
Yeah, I've always had feelings for you, Tsukasa.
I, actually felt the same.
Really? I'm glad.
Me and Nana became a couple.
I guess I was just thinking too much that it would ruin our friendship.
Our relationship since childhood would begin to change a little bit. At the time, that's what I thought. However, that's when Yatsuo started ignoring me.
Yatsuo actually asked me out before I asked you out.
What?
Although I couldn't respond because I liked you. Yatsuo has no job offers even though he's about to graduate from college, right? He's jobless. Well, you got a job at Okina Trading. He's just jealous. Let's leave him alone.
Don't say that. We've known each other since childhood. I regret that I didn't notice Yatsuo's feelings. After spending so much time together, it's only natural that Yatsuo might develop feelings for Nana. I wanted to fix things with Yatsuo, but that didn't happen. And eventually, I joined Okina Trading Company. And when you're done, I want you to take care of this. Again? There's still so much left from the current batch. I'm busy too. We're all tired, so if you've got time to talk, get to work. It's not the company I thought it would be. Is this what working for a big company is like? But I was wrong. There was a reason why I was so busy.
Hey, Tsukasa, are you okay?
What?
Of course, I'm not okay. Stock price was plummeting due to poor performance. But I thought Okina Trading would gradually come back. I never thought Okina would go under. I felt like I was having a bad dream because of the unexpected situation.
Disaster. I never thought a big company like Okina Trading would go bankrupt.
The company started deteriorating after the change of the president and upper management. I didn't expect it to happen so fast. The company was operating on a shoestring, so I don't even know if they'll be able to offer severance pay.
I see.
But don't worry. I'll find a new job.
What are you talking about? Of course I'm worried. My own boyfriend became unemployed. You're a former employee of Okina, but you don't even have a new graduate label anymore. Even if you could get a job at some company, you wouldn't be able to get into a company that's better or equal to Okina, right? At best, you'll get into some no-name shoddy company you've never heard of.
What? Nana?
I was proud to have a boyfriend from Okina, and we had a secure future. But I can't go out with an unemployed guy. Let's break up.
Are you serious, Nana? I thought you liked me! Sudden breakup on top of the company's bankruptcy left me feeling very down. Welcome. Hey, Kyono! Can't you be more cheerful? Customers aren't gonna come like that. Oh, I'm sorry. There he is. He's really working at a convenience store.
What? How lame.
Yatsuo! Nana! Thanks for the advice before. I'm glad I didn't give up on the job hunt like you told me. What? A Kogi service? The one that's rapidly growing right now?
Yatsuo is now a full-time employee at a Kogi service.
Ex-Okina or not, it doesn't matter if you're a part-time worker now.
I guess it was all for nothing if you're so down in the dumps.
Nana, are you and Yatsuo?
Of course! I can't imagine having a family with a part-time convenience store worker. I'll see you later. We'll come for a laugh when we're done shopping.
No way. What Nana said was true. Every time they came to the convenience store, they would sneer at me with condescending looks. In addition, since we grew up in the same hometown, I would run into them often outside of my part-time job, and every time I did, they would repeat the same thing. I didn't want to see them, so I quit my job and became somewhat of a recluse. As long as I stay in this small town, I'll keep seeing those two. I should just leave the land. I was so eager to get out of my current situation that I took immediate action. Getting a job in Tokyo at a company that was one of my options during my job search. I looked for a place to live with no job prospects. I just needed a place to live, so I found a cheap apartment in Tokyo, signed the contract, and moved to Tokyo, without telling anyone but my parents. 2 years later, in Tokyo, I'm back! Oh, Kyoto! Thanks for always working hard in sales. You've been diligent every day since you joined our company. Your work is appreciated. Boss, why all of a sudden? I was just getting emotional. You were at Okina Trading Company, weren't you? We didn't have business in Tokyo, but I've heard a lot about them. If you were working for a place like that, I feel kind of bad about an obscure entertainment agency like ours because it's in such a different field. Please, I owe a debt of gratitude to President Yatoi for hiring a man like me who had no connections in Tokyo. I would like to repay your kindness to the best of my ability. It's like a gift that a young man like you came to us. Time has passed since then, and my life is a little better than when I first came to Tokyo. But the rent and cost of living in Tokyo is so high that I was still living in a cheap apartment. It's cold. I need to get home.
Oh, good evening, Kyono-san.
Are you going out at this hour, Utana-san?
Yes. Oh, right. Do you have some time right now, Kyono-san?
Yes. This is Erika Utano, who lives next door. We only talk a little when we see each other at the apartment. Although I heard she was working part-time at a family restaurant and at an izakaya. But well, I'm surprised! I only heard you were working part-time at a restaurant. Why didn't you tell me?
Why, all of a sudden? Well, we would only talk a little bit when we see each other. I guess I didn't have the right timing. tonight we just met at the right time, so...
Seems like you had a lot of fans, but you didn't go professional?
Well, I can't write songs. That's why I just sing other people's. If I could write songs, maybe I would be more interested in going pro, but...
Even if the singer can't write the song, a composer can provide it. If you're interested, why don't you come to my place?
What? Your place? You have a bold approach that doesn't match your face.
What? Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I'm from an entertainment agency. My instincts were right. Erica's singing ability captivated people like I thought it would when I heard her voice for the first time that day at the Live Music Club. CDs and downloads were doing well. Erica was an emerging talent who became one of the top artists. Thank you, Kyoto. Thanks to Erica's influence, many young talents who want to join our company are increasing. It's thanks to you that the company has grown so much. No. Erica was like a godsend to me as well. You've been so involved in your work for a while that you have been able to take time off. Why don't you take a few days off? Thank you. I was just thinking of wanting to go back to my hometown. I ran away and came to Tokyo, but now I can go back home with my head held high. I'm here! Been a long time since I've been home.
What? Tsukasa, you're back?
Nana, long time no see. I came back home for just a little while.
I heard you went to Tokyo.
Yeah, I'm working for Sekafushi Entertainment now.
What? No way! Sekafushi! Erica's company?
Yeah, I'm in charge of Erica's manager and sales and stuff. What about you? I heard you married Yatsuo?
He's...
Hey, Nana! How long you gonna be out there? Hurry up and look after the kid! He's crying!
Shut up! You do something! Apparently, Kogi was running a scam. The president and executives got arrested, and they went out of business. And then he stopped working. He's been like that ever since.
Who would have thought?
Hey, Tsukasa! I'll break up with Yutio so we can start over again. I still care about you.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, I'm Erica, his fiance. What? Erica?
The boss approved, and I'm sure there'll be an official announcement soon. But don't go posting anything on social media yet. Alright then!
Goodbye. No.
I heard from my parents later that Yatsuo heard her when she told me to get back with her. Nana and Yatsuo are constantly fighting. I'm worried about the kid. Me and Erica got married after the official announcement. Work and life was going good with the two of us. My name is Akio Fuji, 27 years old. I run a small company, and although it's small, I have managed to do business with a few companies. Today I had a meeting with one of the largest companies among my clients, and as I was leaving, the president's secretary stopped me and took me to the president's office where I sat down. Fuji, it's been a while since our last meeting. Yes, it's been a long time. Thank you for your help the other day. By the way, Fuji, I'd like to talk to you. Yes? I just met the president at a meeting the other day. He's a dignified president and is famous around here for being a very capable man, although he's scary when he's angry. I don't remember doing anything wrong, but he's not the type of person who smiles and chats with his clients, so I was trembling. I want you to look at this. Whoa, she's very pretty. I see. How about marrying her then? Well, if I did, I'd be a very happy every day. What? This girl is my daughter. She's a sophomore in college at 20 years old. She saw a picture of you at the meeting and fell in love with you at first sight. What? What? She's just a college student who's 20 years old, right? Why would such a young girl want to marry me? If it's with you, I approve of the marriage. So does my wife. I'd like you to meet her. Marriage? Does your daughter really like me? Wouldn't she want to be with someone more successful? If you two click with each other, you can register the marriage while she's still at school. I've already handled the marriage certificate, so if you need it, just tell me right away. President! You're making a lot of progress without my knowledge, aren't you? My daughter wants to meet you as soon as possible, although I won't force you. The president's pressure. He has no intention of listening to me, does he? And I tried to hang in there, but the president's pressure was way too strong. But it's not like I don't want to see her. She wants to marry me. I wasn't thinking of getting married, but I do want to meet her once. Yeah. After replying that I would meet her, things moved very fast, and that weekend, I was told to meet at a certain place. I entered the private room to which I was led to, and there was a woman sitting there who was even more beautiful than in the photo. And she stood up and came toward me. Nice to meet you.
I know. Akio Fuji, 27 years old, president of Sekai Co. Birthday is on February 23rd. Blood type A. Hobbies include dramas, movies, and a little bit of manga. Hasn't had a girlfriend for 5 years. Low desire to get married.
What?
My name is Rin Yukizuki. I'm 20 years old, a sophomore at Tsukoseka University. My birthday is June 8th, blood type AB. I don't want to be treated like I'm the president's daughter or forced to behave in a way that is appropriate for my position. Nice to meet you. I can give you my height, weight, and 3 sizes if you want to know.
No, thank you. I can't keep up with the conversation if you talk at once.
I don't want to get married for love. It's not like I want your affection. I just want to get married. I just want to leave home in a way that my parents would approve.
What?
Just marry me. You can cheat, go out, whatever you want.
Wait, calm down. Can we just sit down and talk for now? It was like I became a bullfighter. Although she's beautiful, she came running at me. So I tamed her and made her sit down. After she calmed down, I began to hear about the details of her life. She told me that she wants to become a manga artist, but her mother was vehemently against it, and they had been arguing about her future.
I saw a manga drawing magic circles with a wand at a friend's house a long time ago, and it was so interesting and fun I watched the whole anime in one sitting. I begged my parents for the manga and the disc, and my mother was against it strongly.
It seems that her mother is almost always in control of the educational policy of the Yukizuki family. Manga and anime in general are forbidden, and television is limited to news or educational programs. Naturally, she was never given a video game console, etc. Instead, she was enrolled in cram schools and lessons.
Even though she was against it, I liked all manga, anime, and video games, so I would sometimes skip class or slip out of the house in the middle of the night to go to a friend's house, and then I'd sneak e-books of manga onto my study tablet.
Did you ever get caught?
I was caught many times. She took away my tablet, and when she found out I had a hidden folder on my laptop, she destroyed the whole laptop on the spot.
Wow.
All the manga and games hidden under the bed, under the desk shelf, behind the bookshelf were all taken away without my knowledge.
It's like an exchange between a mother and her teenage son.
What makes me angry is that she called my favorite manga and anime vulgar.
How long are you going to dream for? Your character will only decline if you keep looking up these unrealistic things. This is exactly the reason why delinquency and laziness are on the rise. It's disgusting. Rin, you should be aware that you have an exam coming up. You should do some prep work before the teacher comes.
I get all A's. Do you want me to do the Kit Kat dance while I wait for the teacher? If I complain, she'll tell me to grow up first and become independent before I say anything. She's always talking about the future.
There's nothing wrong with having a dream of becoming a manga artist, but very few people succeed, so I can't understand why your mother is worried. It is also important to study hard, but you seem to be doing a good job.
That's right. It's not like I want to neglect my studies to draw manga. I do everything my parents tell me to do for my own good. So what's wrong with me having time for my hobbies?
Well, I don't think it's wrong.
Right? I knew you would understand. My father said many times that Fuji is the kind of person I wanted as an employee.
What? The president said that?
Yes, he said that you have a bright future ahead of you. You have a lot of guts. You're manly and kind. I thought it was going to snow since my father praised you so much. My mother said how wonderful you must be and even wants you as a husband.
I see.
Yeah, that's when it hit me. And my father says that much, I thought he would listen to me and help. It's not every day someone comes along who my parents approve of, and I didn't want to miss out on this chance, so I asked him to talk to you.
I thought your parents were forcing you to get married. You just randomly chose a guy who looked young in the photo.
I was only convinced by looking at the photo, so please. I don't care if we live separately. I just want you to marry me.
What she's saying is quite outlandish, but it doesn't seem like she's just trying to pursue her dreams lightly. And most of all, I could see in her sparkling eyes full of enthusiasm that she really wants to be a manga artist. Luckily, I'm not married and I don't have a girlfriend. If anything, I don't even have someone I like. Seems like the president is overestimating me, but I guess Rin doesn't know if a marriage partner with the right conditions would come along later. Okay, let's get married.
Really? If we get married, can I draw lots of manga?
Of course.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. Nice to meet you, Akio.
Dang, don't fall for her. Don't fall for her. Married life until she becomes a manga artist. Don't lose just because she's your type. We went to the president's house after that to greet them and told them that we were getting married officially. The president and his wife were very happy. But more than that, Rin had a big smile on her face, which reminded me of the first time we met when her expression was like that of a bull.
You are just as my husband told me about. Sincere and perfect for Rin.
No, not at all.
Akio, please don't give my daughter too much time to indulge in her vulgar hobbies.
Vulgar hobbies? I don't know. I didn't hear about Rin having any vulgar hobbies.
Oh, really? She will act out of character at the drop of a hat, so be careful.
Yes, I will. I will never let her do anything degrading. Although whether or not her mother and I share the same taste in vulgarity is another matter. We have to go say hello to his parents, too.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's go now.
Well, what about the ceremony? Shall we talk it through? No, I think the wedding should be after Rin graduates from college.
I agree. We don't have any time to spare for weddings.
Wait! Rin must really like Fuji. Take your time and enjoy your honeymoon first. That was close! Rin's definitely only thinking about manga! After that, I called my parents and we went to greet them. And they were surprised but congratulated me. Rin was also very happy to be able to draw manga. And she smiled from start to finish, as if we had been in a relationship for many years.
There is no one more charming than Akio. I feel the greatest joy in my life that Akio has accepted me.
Saying things like that, she made my parents cry. But I think 99% of Rin's words were words of gratitude for giving her the environment in which she could draw manga. Soon after that, we filed the paperwork and moved into a slightly larger apartment. Far from the typical married life, we were living together as if we were siblings rather than newlyweds. But I was enjoying that kind of life, and I think Rin was enjoying it every day too. She seems happy to be able to draw so much manga. Good for her. Rin, let's take a break. I'm making lunch.
What? I was supposed to make it today. I'm sorry.
You can thank me by showing me your manga.
Yeah. Thanks. Oh, no, I left the laundry out.
I brought it in before it got dark. We could sleep with the sun's smell today.
Yeah. Thanks. And sorry.
You're not getting sleep with college work and manga, right? Try to sleep early tonight.
Yeah.
Rin was able to do more housework than I expected. She was trained by her mother as part of her training to be a bride. She's good at studying, housekeeping, and many other things. She also draws manga and finishes the housework whenever she's assigned. Sometimes she forgets things because she's too focused on her manga, but when she forgets, she always takes over when it's my turn to do the housework. That's why I cooperated as much as I could. And 2 years passed in the blink of an eye.
Akio, look! I won the grand prize!
Huh?
I was picked to do a series! I even got a call from an editor just now!
Really? You finally did it! Congratulations!
Thanks, I'll go see the editor next time.
You graduated college and became a manga artist. You even got a series now, so now you just have to go to Tokyo. Your mother won't have anything to tell you now.
Right, I have to tell her about it. Oh, but going to Tokyo means...
Yeah, that means we're getting a divorce. It was a marriage until you achieve your dreams, so...
What? Why would you say that? We're getting divorced?
You got married because you wanted to be a manga artist. So now that your dream came true, there's no need to be married, right? Oh, but I'll always be a fan of Rin the manga artist. I'll continue to support...
That's why you didn't do anything?
What?
You haven't made a move in 2 years. I thought you'd at least kiss me.
What? No, there's no way I could. I thought we were in a relationship that didn't involve romantic feelings.
But I started liking you.
What?
I started liking Akio.
What? You like me?
Of course. Whenever I'm down, you praise me every day, and you get me things I want, like equipment, and even set up reference rooms like a magician. You tell me about interesting manga and contests, and when I ask for material, you take me on trips to places I want to go.
I just thought I could be of some help. I didn't know you thought that.
Even though I skipped homework a lot, you never complain. And the food you make is delicious. And when I get too absorbed in manga, you'd stop me. It's impossible not to like you. Don't tell me it's over once this series is published. It's become second nature to me that I report to you no matter how good or bad the results are. I get anxious when you're not here. Marry me.
What? We already are.
No, this time with love included. You can make moves and I'll make moves too. I'll be your wife who can give you love this time. I want you to be a husband who can give me love too.
You really are straightforward. Okay, I get it. I got used to living with you too. And I was worried I wouldn't be the same when we went back to how it was. So let's get married as husband and wife, sharing the love.
Yes.
Our real married life begins today. My name is Mizuki Fukase. I'm 29 years old and I just got a mid-career job in the planning department. But... Fukase, this kind of shallow research doesn't pass in our planning department. Have you ever studied marketing properly? I did study. I'm perplexed. I thought you'd be more useful. I know you're new here, you're still getting used to things, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. I'm sorry. I'll work on it. In the meantime, I want a summary of these monitoring results by the end of the day. Yes. I was happy to be in a big company, but the employees were all elite and I was incompetent compared to them. I was confident in my skills because I had worked in the planning department before, but I urgently needed to work on my skills to meet the standards here. And it's natural not being good at a lot of things first. I can't be discouraged here. I have to work hard. All right, I finished it.
You can't just summarize the results. You have to analyze them and make a report.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get right on it.
It's taking you so long to get to that point. You really are useless right now.
This person is Chief Haikawa. She's 2 years younger than me and she's a very beautiful and talented woman who is the section chief in the planning department. But she's so strict that people call her the beautiful devil section chief behind her back. I also heard that some employees find pleasure in receiving an icy smile from Chief Haikawa. I apologize.
No, it's fine. You weren't instructed to do that much in the first place, were you? Manager, I don't think your explanation was clear enough.
What? Me?
We're the
ones who expected too much from you because you were in the planning department at your last job. It's okay if I take Fukasa under my wing and train him for a while, right, manager?
Yeah. What? I was just starting to learn my job when the devil section chief said something, and I was transferred to a section in the product planning department that plans product promotions. Whatever it takes, I have to get the results of this company as soon as possible. There's no point in changing jobs here. I don't want people to think I'm still incompetent. Okay, I'm happy with this. Here you go, Chief Ikawa.
It's no good.
What?
This is no good. I'll take this, so please prepare another plan.
Yes. Planning is the quota for all employees, but only chiefs and above can attend planning meetings. The only way to have a plan submitted is to clear the section chief's review. But is it really no good just because the section chief says so? If it gets submitted to a meeting, there's a possibility that someone would say it's good. The section chief destroyed the plan. I was confident in it, and I reluctantly submitted another plan. But I couldn't come up with anything significant in the time available. I can't do anything here at this company after all. The results of the recent planning meeting is in, so please check your internal mail. I don't think the last plan I submitted will be accepted. I already know that the company isn't that lenient. If only I could get the first one I made to go to the planning meeting. What? The email said that my original proposal had passed the meeting and that the plan would start next month. No, it's not the same plan I submitted, and they changed some parts. They stole the main idea and changed the other parts. Chief Ikawa!
Yes?
You took my idea?
Oh, the results of the planning meeting have already come out?
What is going on? You said you'd take care of it, didn't you? Why was it altered and sent to the planning board? Taking credit for a subordinate's work? I didn't think you were the type of person to do such a thing.
Taking credit? I thought the plan went through with your name on it.
Huh? After that, I received another email saying that my plan was approved under my name, and I was also honored at the awards ceremony at the end of the month. I was selected as the main member of the promotion plan starting next month, and I was recognized by the employees around me. What do you mean? I've been having a hard time getting anything going, so why is it suddenly going so well?
Why can't you be happy that it's going well?
First of all, that plan was different from the one I submitted to Chief Ikawa. The company I suggested we partner with was different. It looks like a plan I made, but it's not.
I was going to explain that, but I've been on business trips a lot lately and haven't been able to tell you. I'm sorry. The first plan that you submitted was very well done. I want to submit it to the planning meeting right away too. I was sure it would pass if I fixed certain parts.
Certain parts?
The company you suggested we partner with for promotions has a long-standing confrontation with the president of our company, and is not a company we should be involved with.
What?
If it had been a company you were working for before, there would be no problem. We wanted to change the partnership to a different company completely, but you had just arrived at our company and it would take time to consider, so I fixed it.
I see. But if that's the case, I wish you had told me.
I'm really sorry about that. I didn't have time to explain, so I tried to make it fit your plan, but how was it?
No. If anything, it was better than what I had originally planned, so it was even more frustrating.
I believe that you just don't know much about our company yet, and if you learn that, you will be an asset to our company, so I hope you can forgive me this time.
No, thank you for supporting me in my inadequacies. I didn't realize Chief Ikawa had that much hope in me. It was unexpected and surprising.
I wouldn't think of trying to educate someone who can't be of use.
It's not her icy smile. This one incident changed the image of Chief Ikawa. I was happy every day as I got used to the company and could do my own work. But then one day, I heard a surprising thing from a colleague. I'm glad that you transferred to the promotion planning. Why so? Did you know that there was an information leak problem in the product planning section? There's a rumor that in order to cover it up, they first tried to blame you, who was the newcomer, for the leak and tried to make you quit. Are you serious? Is that the problem that came up right after I was transferred? I was too busy at that time to think much about it. I heard that Chief Ikawa found out and covered for you. I heard she'd lecture them so the upper management would take responsibility. There are a lot of rumors. Chief Ikawa did such a thing. What I heard was a rumor, and I don't know how much of it is true. I have a feeling that even if I asked Chief Ikawa, she probably wouldn't tell me the truth. But I feel sure that Chief Ikawa was moving for me, and I wanted to thank her. Chief Ikawa, can I talk to you for a minute?
Fukaze, can you drink?
Yes! I was to go for a light drink with Chief Ikawa. I heard a rumor that Chief Ikawa was protecting me behind my back. I don't know how true it is, but...
Yeah, it's a story that ended up with upper management, but information does get around unexpectedly.
So it was true.
Well, it's over now. Upper management took responsibility and took care of it. And you were recognized by the company.
Why did you protect me?
So, it's finally time to talk about it.
What?
Your parents live in a temple in Sekafushi Town, right?
Yes.
Every summer vacation, grandchildren from the city would come visit their grandparents' house in the neighborhood and play in Sekafushi Town.
What? You know very well.
You were a son from the temple, and you were a leader of the kids that came from the city, and they learned how to catch insects and play in the river from you. And I was also one of the kids you played with.
What? Is that so? Ikawa-san? I don't remember a kid with that last name.
This is my treasure. You used to call me Chi-chan.
Chi-chan! I remember! Chi-chan had a cute smile and wasn't cold like Ikawa-san is now.
My parents divorced after the summer vacation of 6th grade, and I followed my mother, so I never went back to Sekafushi Town when my parental grandparents lived after that.
I see.
After my parents' divorce, I could not adjust to the new school and stopped going to school. I got a high school diploma through online classes and gradually practiced going out by doing part-time jobs and stuff. And it was when I entered university that I was able to go out properly. There were times when I couldn't smile well and thought I was hopeless. This picture and the memories of you were my emotional support. The summers I spent with you were always so full of laughter and happiness. So, I was very surprised when you came to our company as a mid-career hire. I checked your name, date of birth, hometown, etc. on your resume many times. We got to know each other little by little, and I was looking forward to the day we could talk about this. It's great to see you again, Mi-chan.
Me too. I'm happy to see you again, Chi-chan.
I'm sorry, I still can't smile well. I need to work on my facial expressions more.
I can't believe that Hikawa-san came to have an icy smile because of such circumstances. It must have been very painful for her. It hurts me even more because I know her old smile. I want to be there for Hikawa-san. If you'd like, will you be close with me again? At work, we are boss and subordinate, but in our personal life, I want to have a lot of fun with you. I want to see you laugh with all your might as an adult. I want to make you smile.
When you say things like that, I'm so happy to hear that. But are you sure?
Yes, you've helped me a lot since I joined the company. And now I want to help you.
Well then, please, let's have a good time again like we did in the summer.
Since then, I started hanging out with Hikawa-san. And we eventually became lovers. I found out, but apparently we were each other's first love.
I'm so happy to be able to come here again. I've been thinking of going once I'm older, but didn't have the courage.
You could have come anytime you wanted.
Yeah, I should have come earlier.
Hikawa-san, I promise to make you smile from now on, so... will you marry me?
Yes, please.
The day people find out I married Hikawa-san, who is known as the beautiful devil section chief at work, is not so far. My name is Atsuchi Matsume. I'm 28. I've been working at this Odin shop since I graduated from college, and now I'm the manager after taking over from my father 2 years ago when his back pain worsened. It's cold today, so I'll prepare some extra. The store is reasonably prosperous, and I think there are many customers regardless of the season.
Good work, manager.
Good work! Good luck today!
Manager, thanks for your hard work.
Good work! Cold again today. We currently employ 6 part-timers and have 3 people on shift each day. Good work! Good work! Take care of the sign. But trouble comes when you least expect it. I thought I was good with people because of my background in this work, and I thought I was communicating well with the younger workers, but...
I want to quit as soon as possible. Me too.
Us too!
I don't like it here.
Actually, after work yesterday...
I like you, manager. Will you go out with me?
Oh, sorry. I didn't see it that way. I turned down a confession from Rina, a flamboyant part-timer.
How come? I think the store is thriving thanks to me, and I think I'm contributing the most.
Rina's been working for me for a year and a half, but I know that she secretly harasses part-timers she doesn't get along with behind their back. And her work attitude is not good either. I've warned her more times than I can count in the past year and a half. I'm happy you feel that way, but I'm sorry.
I see. I understand.
Then today, the 5 of them, including some who didn't even have a shift, came to the store before it opened and told me they wanted to quit.
How long do I have to work?
Okay, well, I'll have to find a new part-timer. Then can you give me 2 more weeks? Can you tell me why you want to quit just in case?
Don't you feel sorry for me? Every time I see you, it's hard for me. Yeah.
I'm disappointed in you, manager. I think I got the gist. Thanks. And I thought I still had a couple of weeks to find new part-timers, but we couldn't handle it for even a day. Can you go get their order? Are you listening?
I'll go.
The customer at the reservation is here. Someone handle it.
I'll go.
The only one who worked as usual was Saki Aikawa, who didn't get along well with the other part-timer. The other girls are flashy, but Aikawa is more of a delinquent type. That's why she was hacked off by Rina and the other. And at the end of the day's work, they went home without cleaning up the store. Hey, we haven't even finished cleaning yet.
It's better than they weren't here. I'm so tired. They get carried away so quickly.
Sorry to burden you, Aikawa.
What are you going to do from now on? It's Friday, and if the other part-timers abandon their work like they did today, we'll never be able to run it.
Our store has 2 floors, and as Aikawa said, the store can't be run by just one person.
I wonder if that's how they're going to be for the next 2 weeks until they quit.
The only remaining part-timer, Aikawa, is a 20-year-old who started working for us 2 years ago, right after she graduated from high school. She's the oldest part-timer since I became the manager, as I had just taken over the store from my father. I'll send out a request to put up a part-time job posting and ad tomorrow morning.
Can we write it out until the new person comes in?
Maybe I'll close the store for a while.
That's not good! What are you going to do with the regulars like Minamoto-san and Maru-chan who come by every day? They look forward to coming by after work. We even keep their bottle.
Well, if we could at least find one more person to work, we could run it. I'll see if I can find someone to come in and help out.
Manager, can I ask my friends? They all love the Odon here, so they might be able to help.
Really? That's great!
You always let me take the Odon on the way home, so everyone loves this place. Manager, my friend said that she could come tomorrow. She has pink hair and a lot of ear piercings, but is that okay?
No problem. Everyone wears a hat while working, so thank you so much.
I'll put it in a group chat to see if there are any others who can help.
And 2 of Aikawa's friends were to come and help us out. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Aikawa.
Now we don't have to close the store. I'm glad. But all my friends are ex-delinquents, so they might be a little bit hard. But will that be okay?
No problem at all, as long as they look clean.
I'll come in tomorrow to explain the job, so I'll be with you an hour before my shift.
How dependable. I need to do something to thank her. And the next day on Friday, as promised, Aikawa and her friend came to the store 1 hour before work.
Manager, my friend Mana looks like this, and she seems unfriendly, but she's pretty diligent. Manager, are you okay with my hair color like this? Can I work here?
I don't really care about hair color or things of that nature. As long as you look clean, I'm fine with it. On the contrary, I don't like it if the hair is dark but not clean. Mana, you look clean, so it's totally fine. Thanks for cooperating on such short notice.
I don't think the other part-timers will work properly today anyway. So come over here and I'll teach you how to work, Mana. I'll do my best.
And the 2 part-timers who were going to quit didn't listen again today.
My name is Date Mana. I'm 20 years old.
Teach Mana the job who's going to start working today. I mean, at least greet her properly. She's introducing herself. Oh man. I don't want to give them a lecture inside the store because there's a lot of customers and it's not like I can leave the kitchen. I checked on them as I thought that. But Mana snapped before I did.
You know, if you don't want to work here or teach me how to do the work, just go home. You're in the way. Stop just standing there. Mana, we're open for business, so don't say that. You're bothering the customers and the manager.
Maybe it's better to let them quit as soon as possible if they want to. And the next day, I warned the whole crew before we opened, but the reaction was still the same.
Can you step aside so I can pour some beer?
Huh? You're so cocky. You're younger than me.
You think you can beat me in a fight? If you're not going to work, why don't you go sit in the corner and play on your phone? You're in the way.
Huh?
Sophie told me you're holding a grudge because you got rejected. How lame. It's a shame to be the same woman.
Oh, what's wrong with you? Ah.
The atmosphere in the store that day was terrible. The regulars seemed uncomfortable and left quicker than usual.
Manager, I don't need pay for the next 2 weeks. So if you have to hire those 2 for the remaining 2 weeks, just pay them and tell them that they don't need to come to the store anymore. They're in the way. Customers will stop coming.
I don't need to be paid until the store settles down, too. That's right. I'll eat the udon as my pay until things settle down. Let's do it with the people who are willing to work.
I agree with the manager and the 4 of us. I think we could take turns taking the day off, and I can't accept customers leaving for reasons that have nothing to do with the taste of the udon.
Thanks. I don't have to pay people who don't work. And I'll pay everyone their fair share of wages. And I'll talk to the part-timers. I asked them to stay with the intention of finding someone within the next 2 weeks. But they don't seem like they even want to look at my face. After that, I called each of the part-timers and asked them what they wanted to do. I think you said before that you wanted to quit as soon as possible. But if you really don't want to work anymore, you can quit any day you want. What do you say? Okay, good luck at your new part-time job. Then they all said they didn't want to work even for a day. So by mutual agreement, we decided to end things there. And an hour before the store opened that day, when I was the only one in the store who was still preparing the food, Rena came in.
Here are all of our uniforms.
Oh, thank you.
This is what happens when you direct me without knowing your place manager. Do you really think the girls can run this place? The atmosphere in the store was terrible yesterday.
That's Rena and the others' fault, isn't it? I think they're capable of running this place.
I don't think the store with delinquent staffs like them will get any customers.
I don't think so. She thinks about the store and the customer. I trust her.
What? I don't think the store will last a year.
Who works for me even without a paycheck? Those girls are not delinquent. With them, this store will become better, I assure you.
I really want to punch her. Stop. The real payback isn't going to come from hitting her. It's going to come from us making this place even more successful. No adult ever believed in us, but the manager does.
Yeah, there's no way I would let what she says come true.
So our store now has 4 part-timers, Akawa and 3 of her friends. At first I thought it'd be tough since they were all new to this, but...
Manager, I'll change it, so please hurry and make the udon for table 4. They just came in and they look cold.
Mana is really thoughtful.
Good work. What's it called?
Yuki is pretty and good-natured.
I'll take the order from the group of women upstairs.
Elisa is boyish and popular with female customers. All 4 of them worked extremely hard, and they all had a lot of energy and were very good at dealing with the drunk customers, so they quickly became popular among the regulars. Aikawa seems to be having fun at work more than before, too. Hey, Mana! Your hair was pink, but you changed it to green?
I know I'm a fool, but I thought about it. Blue or pink doesn't look appetizing, but green doesn't look out of place with udon, so I decided to imitate cabbage rolls.
You have a good eye! I like it! Have a beer!
Thank you.
Aren't the seats near the entrance cold? Would you like a blanket? Oh, thank you. I was just getting a little cold. Would you like a refill?
I was just about to call you. I'll have a refill. Make it strong, too.
Coming right up.
The new girls are all very attentive. They talk a lot with customers, are energetic, and have their own personalities, so it's fun to watch. The store is more lively than before. Thanks to them, we didn't have to close the store. And for the next 3 months, thanks to them, the store got more customers than before, and the number of regulars increased.
Manager, they called to apply for a part-time job.
Ah, yes. Then come to the store for an interview on Monday at 5 p.m.
Manager, if you get a new pair of part-timers, are you done with Mana and the others? They all said they want to work here for a long time to come.
What are you talking about? I want you guys to keep working here. I don't want everyone who helped me in my time of need to quit. I want you to keep working with me.
Really? I could still work here?
Of course. But thanks to you guys, we're getting more customers than ever before. So if we don't get a couple more part-timers, we're all gonna be in trouble. And we can't keep the place running on the weekends if we don't all work.
I'll teach them the job when someone new joins.
Me too.
Just make sure it comes with guts.
And then we got 2 new part-timers. About a year or so after the fiasco.
Manager, can't you tear out the ceiling of the second floor of the restaurant and make it a 3-story building? It's painful to turn away customers when the place is full.
I know. It's really thriving these days. And the number of customers who can't get in is increasing. There was something I was thinking about. Hey, can I talk to you guys after work today? We're closed tomorrow. You want to grab a drink? So, I just want to make sure, but can you guys actually work here for a long time to come?
Of course, we couldn't get a decent job anywhere else. I couldn't get a job anywhere else, but here the manager doesn't say anything bad about the way I look. And my parents are happy. They're really happy that they hired me.
I used to be out of place everywhere I went. But now I enjoy coming to work here every day, and my parents are so happy when I bring home Odon that it's the first time I've been able to show some filial piety to them.
Right? The customers are all good people too. I'm grateful for the manager.
If you guys are willing to work with me, I'm thinking of opening another store around here.
That's great!
I'm thinking of asking Aikawa to be the manager of the new store when I open it. I would also like you 4 to become full-time employees and work together to protect the store.
What? My parents are gonna freak out if I tell them I'm a full-time employee.
My mom would cry out of joy too. Right? I want to be an employee.
Thank you so much, Aikawa. If you quit that time, I might have actually closed the store for a while.
I wouldn't quit. I like the Odon you make. And I like you too, manager.
And so our Odin shop is open for business again today with all of our dependable employees.
Welcome!
My name is Mizuki Aizawa. I've been working for this company for 3 years now, and I'm in charge of training new employees who just joined this spring. Let's practice answering the phone then. Phone calls? Do new employees have to answer the phone too? I'm not very good with phone calls. I know it's worrisome at first, but once you learn a few basic phrases, it won't be scary. I tend to say hello. I'm not supposed to say that, am I? Yeah, but saying thank you for calling is something you'll get used to. Eventually, you'll be able to say it outside of work too. My friends would be surprised. Hey! This year's new employees are not up to par. This isn't some student's part-time job, okay? Senior Kuchidake. He's Kuchidake Tsuyoshi-san. He's one of my senior employees. He has a rather unforgiving way of speaking, and I can't tell you how many times I've been down before because of what he says to me. Stop trying to learn everything from others and go study a little on your own. You can go to any number of bookstores and learn a lot, can't you? This is a place of work. Don't be lazy. I'm sorry. It's not I'm sorry, is it? It's I apologize. Aizawa, get them to learn their job. Why don't you just let them learn how to answer the phone by practice? Everyone's still trying to get used to the company, so there's no need to be so strict from the start. Oh, come on, you want your juniors to like you? Well, the best way to earn some points is to be nice to them, isn't it? That's not my intention, but if you don't teach them well, even if they like you, you'll just be left with useless juniors. Although that's not something I'm willing to waste my time on. So, I'm asking you to monitor Toriyashi too. What? You're gonna force me to take over a junior whom you're supposed to train? I'm busy with other work. If you guys want to learn the job quickly, watch your seniors' backs. Those who can't learn for themselves will never grow. As always, Senior Kuchidake was like that when he was my educator too. Excuse me, Senior Aizawa. Please teach me some things too. Yeah, I'll teach you all together. So if there's anything you don't understand, ask me. You guys cheer up! No one can do everything from the beginning, right? I didn't know anything else when Senior Kuchidake was my instructor. When he told me to learn it as you go, I was so stressed that I almost went bald. I can never forget the pain I felt at that time. So I've decided to provide an environment where newcomers are given proper explanations and are able to ask questions immediately if they don't understand. This is not a school, so I wanted to give them a proper starting point rather than shooing them away right after they enter the workforce. But it's also true that the more time I spend on teaching the juniors, the less time I have to do my own work. I guess it's easier to just let them grow on their own. Senior Aizawa! Oh, Torahashi, you still here? Yes. I stayed behind for some paperwork. Are you working overtime, Senior Aizawa? Yeah, I was just putting together the necessary paperwork. Thank you very much for your kind guidance. We are all grateful to you, Aizawa-san. I'll try my best to become a full-fledged employee as soon as possible. Thanks, but you don't have to be in a hurry. You'll make mistakes on about 30% of the work you learn in a hurry. Oh, this is from my past experience, though. Aizawa-san, you're very cool. What? That's the first time anyone said that to me. To be honest, I don't know if my way of doing things is right. But I was honestly happy when I was thanked by my juniors. One Saturday evening, while I was relaxing at home, I received a phone call from Senior Kuchidake. Hey, we're having a blind date party, so come to the bar in front of Sekafushi Station. What? Out of the blue? You're not busy, are you? Get over here within 20 minutes. What? Wait. Sudden invitation to a blind date party. I don't have a girlfriend, so I'm happy to be invited. But it was Senior Kuchidake who invited me. I'm sure I'll be teased if I go to a party with such a senior. But if I refuse, I'm sure I'll be nagged about it at work. So I reluctantly headed to the bar in front of Sekafushi Station. Oh, you came! What? You too, Torahashi? Yes. Kuchidake-san called me. Oh, come on. This is the worst. Blind date with a bad guy with a nice face and the good-looking Torahashi? I'm sure Senior Kuchidake invited another handsome guy to look down on me even more. Isn't there some kind of effect of being sandwiched between two good-looking guys that makes me good-looking too? Or will it just make me look even more mediocre? Oh, I see. Thus began the 3-on-3 blind date party in a private room of a bar in front of Sekafushi Station. The women there were all beautiful. In contrast, on the male side, there's a good-looking man with a bad personality, a clean-cut, good-looking guy, and a mediocre guy, me. I wonder how much Senior Kuchidake, who disses me every time he sees me at the office, will diss me in front of these beautiful women. Will the beautiful woman notice his bad character and not be fooled by his looks? I've already given up looking for a match at this party, so much so that I started commenting in my mind. Hey! You know how these days they say that good looks are proportional to education? Educated people can marry good-looking partners because they have high incomes that excel. That way, their children will have a good education in addition to good looks. And then they grow up to be good-looking people again and marry good-looking partners. The gap between the best and the worst is getting wider and wider. You can see it in their faces.
Wow, that's scary.
Don't worry, you're all cute. You should just marry a capable person like me instead of someone like Aizawa, for example. Girls are weak to good-looking men who seem like they have money after all, leaving out the personality. I don't think academic background has much to do with it. There are excellent people without education, and there are bad people even if they are well educated. That's not true. Where did you go to college, Aizawa? Seka University. I've never heard of it. I've only been looking at famous universities, so I don't know. But does that really exist? Which university did you go to, Senior Kuchidake? University of W. What about you, Torahashi? I'm from T University. The air froze for a moment, but Torahashi didn't change his expression one bit. Torahashi is not trying to butter up Senior Kuchidake, but simply says what's on his mind without hesitation. At first, Senior Kuchidake was just dissing me, but his eyes gradually became scarier as he looked at Torahashi, which put me on the edge of my seat. And when Torahashi stood up to use the restroom, Senior Kuchidake also stood up to follow him. I realized that Senior Kuchidake was going to complain, so I got worried and decided to follow them. Senior Kuchidake, I hope he won't say something terrible to Torahashi just because he didn't get his way. I'm sorry. I can't take it anymore, so can I tell you something? Torahashi's voice. Senior Kuchidake, it's lame to try to make yourself look good by dissing others. No matter how much you disrespect Aizawa-san, he's better than you from my point of view. What? You! What are you saying to a senior? This isn't work, right? I'm a first-year worker, so I don't really know. Am I doing something wrong? You should keep your company's hierarchical relationship even in your personal life. It's common sense. Is that unacceptable? But I don't want to lose what's important to me as a human being. Besides, you said you were 26 when you introduced yourself, right? At that age, you shouldn't be concerned about whether you're good-looking or educated or whatever. You're not a student. What? If it comes down to who can do the job better, I definitely think Aizawa-san is better. I don't care if he's from a below-average university or not. I think Aizawa-san is cool. A person who can teach others about work is a very capable person. I respect Aizawa-san for not giving up on me, but for being there for me when teaching me how to do my job. Torahashi, that's enough. If you say any more, you'll make it harder for yourself in the company. That's wrong in the first place. All three of us are mere ordinary employees, aren't we? If this makes it hard for me to stay in the company and I get fired because of it, that's fine. I don't want to work for a company where that kind of thing is tolerated. I'm confident that I can get into another company right away. Of course, I'll tell my boss exactly what happened before I quit, though. Wait, Torahashi! You're a handsome guy inside, too! After returning to the party, Senior Kuchidake didn't say anything. Perhaps he had nothing left to say once he was discouraged from dissing people. But the party went on even when Senior Kuchidake stopped saying anything. The women seemed to be enjoying themselves. Moreover, one of them asked me to exchange numbers with her, and we kept in touch after that. What, me? Aizawa-san, would you like to get lunch with me? Sounds good, let's go. Torahashi, I got to go out with a woman we met at the blind date the other night. Oh, that's great! I'm in contact with one of the women too. I'm glad I went to that party, despite everything that happened. I think so too. After the party, I was ready to cover for Torahashi if Senior Kuchidake tried to do something to him, but Senior Kuchidake became very quiet and caused no problem. And me and Torahashi became closer. We started going out to lunch together more and more often. 4 years later, after I became a section chief, I was invited to Torahashi's wedding. My son is always grateful to you. What? President? I was shocked to find out that Torahashi was actually the president's son. But at the same time, it made a lot of sense.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.